Hi guys, another vinyl update. Number I don't know, something 20 something anyway, and got some really interesting stuff that I want to share with you, and also to show some records that I got from Wawa, which I haven't finished showing. I won't be showing everything because it won't be interesting to you just show you records and say, oh, this record, this, that. So I will show you some highlights. And best place to start is what's playing in the background, which is this record. It's called Brossel Machine. The title is Brossel Machine, self-titled, reissue on Wawa, and it's psych folk, German psych folk. So, which is quite surprising because you wouldn't necessarily associate German musicians with folk music, but this is the case, and I'm not a big fan of folk music in general, but yeah, because it has, well, anyway, yeah, fantastic. Do pick it up. It is an amazing record, and it's one of those records that might I haven't read anything about it, and it's one of those records that can fall under the radar if you like. So yeah, Brossel Machine, fantastic. Another one of the pickups that I did from Wawa was one of the records that has been shown by Big Star 1000. I was aware of this record a long time. I've heard it on a friend's house and been looking for it ever since, but never happened to come across it. So it's T2, and it's all work out in Boomland, which is very silly title for a record, very silly cover for a record, but very quite amazing stuff. It is categorized as progressive rock. I'm not a big fan of progressive rock either, to be honest. I think that there are some bands that just go overboard with trying to do too many things, and that's what just annoys me really. But this record has a very good amount of progginess, if you like. There's a lot of elements of Cream here, so a lot of guitar-driven, electric guitar-driven music, and heavy rock, psychedelic kind of thing going on. But there are progressive elements that just mellow it out a bit, and it's just amazing. Highly recommended. When it came out in the 70s, it was they had a lot of problems with their record companies. They changed 4 of them or something, so the record just never got the attention it deserved. Yeah, it was really hard to find. But yeah, this is a reissue on a Karma, and yeah, highly recommended. If you come across this, do pick it up. Another record from Wawa, and another one that has been shown by Big Star 1000. Oops. Embryo, and this is We Keep On featuring Charlie Mariano. I'm not familiar with Charlie Mariano, and this is he's a jazz player. He's I don't know what he's playing, to be honest. I don't remember the exact what he's playing here, but this is a bloody fantastic record and highly recommended. Out of the Embryo catalog, which is like, it's a little bit it's one of those bands that is like a second tier krautrock band. It's not very highly regarded and whatnot, but if you do buy something from Embryo, buy this one and buy Rache, or however it is pronounced. And these are amazing albums. You're gonna really enjoy these. What else? Do I have anything else from that record haul? No, I think that's pretty much what I want to show. Obviously, I've bought some. Excuse me. I bought some Cluster, Amondu, Harmonia, quite a bit of stuff. But I want to show the highlights, and obviously, Cluster and Harmonia are highlights, but they have been shown before. So keep it simple, keep it short. I've been doing 20-minute videos. I don't want to bore anybody. So yeah, I think I will draw a line there with the wah-wah stuff and go on to newer things. So, very pleased and very excited to get this one. This is 3/3 Sanban no San, Japanese proto-punk from 1975. This is a Shadox reissue, 500 copies, you know the drill, you know, beautiful pressing. It's on colored vinyl as well. Fantastic, quiet pressing, hard to find, 500 copies, and a bit on the expensive side. However, it is worth every penny of it. The band is categorized. Been hitting myself with my records. This is not going very well. Are categorized as proto-punk. However, I think that for somebody that's familiar with some of the Japanese psychedelic rock bands, later ones anyway, these are the progenitors of High Rise, and it's amazing that you have the sound is so familiar and it's so similar. It's very similar. The production values are fairly similar. They have this kind of hollowed out sound that is very DIY and very lo-fi, whereas High Rise have this, like, you know, very noisy lo-fi kind of recording. These are much more hollowed out and as a sound, but the music is very, very similar, and it's amazing. It's 1975 and they have shred guitars here. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Highly recommended. If you find it, do pick it up. It's bloody amazing, bloody amazing. So yeah, that was 3/3. What else? Yeah. Oh yeah. I will go with. I will show you some stuff that I was sort of prompted to pick up because I saw this video from Chris 4127 Basket, and he did show some Brazilian stuff. And I did pick up this Lo Borges, Lula Cortez Ze Ramallo, which I've shown before, and it's an amazing folk, psych folk record. But also got prompted to check out some other stuff. I think I've shown the Lo Borges record, which is amazing. Brazilian pop music, I guess. And I also picked up some stuff that came to me this week. I had them on the Amazon shopping cart for a month or so, but I decided to buy them. I said, oh, screw that. Funny thing is that they came from the United States, and that was the reason that I had them on my cart, because, you know, you have the item and they say you can buy it from other sellers, and the other seller was from the United States. Problem is that coming from the United States, you probably have to pay tax, and you also have to pay an additional fee because somebody just took the item and said, oh, this guy has to pay something, so you have to pay £10 on top of that. So if it was just the VAT, it wouldn't be a big problem, but it's that the additional thing that they charge you. However, these were quite cheap and they just went through the through customs, so I didn't have a problem, so I didn't pay a lot of them. So this is Forca Bruta by, oh, what's this guy's name? Jorge Ben. Highly recommend it. I think these are all classics. I mean, you see four men with beards, you know there's something good on the plastic. And finally, it's Club da Esquina, Milton Nascimento, and this is one of the records that I, you know, within that kind of bunch of records that I wanted to buy, and it was mentioned by Big Star again says, "Oh, buy this one." I said, "Yeah, yeah, I know," and I did buy it. Amazing stuff, amazing Brazilian music. If you're into this kind of thing, then even if you're not, you should. My humble opinion. And finally, from Brazil, but this is something. It's a soundtrack, and it's an amazing movie. I don't know whether you have seen it or not, but if you haven't, you should. It's one of the best movies that have come out in the last 20 years, I guess. And not only from international cinema, but for any cinema, to be honest. And City of God. This is a reissue out on Ryko, and it's just an amazing compilation of uh, modern and 70s music from Brazil. I don't know the names of the guys that are playing. I had the MP3 for ages. I found this for a decent price and picked it up, and it's just fantastic. Do watch the movie and do get the soundtrack. Highest possible recommendation. Yeah, can't say more than that. Yeah, so going on, moving on. New stuff. With some of the Brazilian stuff, I got like 3 Brazilian records and 2 punk records, if you like. I got Radio Birdman, Radios Appear, again for with beards, as you can see. I have an original US copy of this back home, which is very wobbly, and I bought it very cheaply, and it was sealed as well. But once you held the record, you saw that there was a big kind of curb on it, and I never managed to flatten it out. I tried putting it in between other records and books and whatnot, but just was too wobbly. It is an original, but it's not unplayable, but it's very annoying seeing the needle going up and down. So yeah, I thought that deserves a proper copy. Radio Birdman, obviously Australian band, classic. Radios Appear, 3 guitar assault basically, and classic. Another classic from the UK this time, Television Personalities. This is their first record, and Don't the Kids Just Love It? And just an art punk kind of punk piss take on punk, I guess. That's the best way of describing it. It's utterly fantastic. Highly recommended as well. Now, have I gone through these? I have gone through these, I think. So I don't want to bore you too much. It's already 13 minutes, so I'll be quite quick. With some of the newer stuff, I put them here so that it's easier for me to get them. So there's a lot of reissues coming out. Obviously, I've shown Tok Tok, and I think that a lot of people have picked up the Laughing Stock. But one of the other reissues that have come out recently, and you should have on your radar, is this one, Olivia Tremor Control, and this is Black Foliage. Foliage, yes. Anyway, double LP on a very nice heavy cardboard, heavy vinyl. Beautiful reissue, highly recommended. Music as well. This came out in 1999, I think. Not sure. I'm not 100% sure when it actually came out. I do have this on CD back home, and I think that the CD is better format to listen to this record because it's basically seamless. So all the songs are just connected between them. So I think that the CD brings the experience that the artist wanted for this record closer to what it should be. But the LP is just an amazing job, and this is fantastic indie psychedelic 60s infused psychedelia and pop psychedelia. So highly recommend it. Do check this out. One of the best things that have been reissued lately, along with Tok Tok. Yes, another fantastic reissue, and this one is was really hard to find. I guess it was quite pricey as well. It's Jesu, and this is the self-titled album. Came out in 2000, I think, 2001, 2003. Not sure. It's fairly recent anyway, and this is. My guess is that you could categorize it so that it can give you a sort of idea about what it is shoegaze. So extremely loud guitars, but not the blissed out kind of type of guitars, but the really hard-hitting guitars that you can find on Boris, for example, with fantastic mellow and melodic elements to it. Combination that can become really cheesy, but Jess would really do a good job and pull it out and just make it sound cool. So highly recommend it as well. And finally, have more stuff to show, but I don't know what's. As you can understand, I haven't thought of this very much. So anyway, 2 records and we're done. Mahavishnu Orchestra, John McLaughlin, The Intermountain Flame, reissue on Speaker's Corner Records. Amazing record. Came out in 1970. What was it? I don't know. 1970 something. Bloody amazing. John McLaughlin, he's like playing heavy metal guitar over a jazz band, basically. A kind of combination of musicianship that shouldn't really work, but it does, and just comes highly recommended. And finally, third mention for Big Star 1000. He did show this some months ago. It has been on my watch list. I tried to find it the moment he showed it, but it was just impossible to find. So yeah, I did pick it up. I do have a mental list. I don't do it like Rob in Boston does it, that has like a book. I have it in my head. So I did find it, did pick it up, and it's highly recommended. So it's I guess that you should watch his video. I mean, he always has something there that might have not seen, and it's really worth the time to find and the money to pay to get it. So this is one of those records. Yeah, I need to probably do another video sometime soon, because I have quite a few things that I haven't shown and probably are worth showing. And yeah, that's it from me. Do comment. I'm looking forward to your comments, suggestions for things that I might want to check. Subscribe if you like, so that you can get updates. And that's it from me. I hope you have a good weekend, and see you soon.